And good afternoon to everyone. Welcome once again to Viewpoint for today. Mr. Moore, Wendell Moore, is here with you as usual. I'm the host of the show. You would usually hear me on a Monday through Friday, of course, and again on Sunday. So just registering my presence. Joanne, do you like my tie? No? Okay. That's one thumbs down, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, that's right. My guest is here with me, and just want to fill you in as to how you can also look at the program via Facebook, or you may follow us on the live stream. To get there, you can go to my webpage, simojournal.com, and there's a banner that opens at the top. You just click on it, and it leads you right in. You'll be able to see the faces behind the conversation. Or you can go to tvcarib.com. That's the platform we are streaming on, and you can just click on listen live, and you'll be able to follow along as well. When I'm here, well, you know the nature of the program. Of course, we want to let you know exactly what is happening in our neck of the woods. Therefore, there are many organizations and institutions who make use of this platform to fill you in on what's happening. I would want to believe that just about everyone on St.Maarten knows now that the Lions Bingo is right around the corner. I would like to believe so, but you can't take things for granted. Some people will be hearing it for the first time. And yes, they are here with me. I'm here with both Leo Lion Nichelle Smith, who is the second vice president and chair of the fundraising committee. And she's joined by Lion Davy Woods, who is a fundraising committee member. Of course, he's also past president. And I believe he currently is the second vice president of the second vice president of district governor. Second
vice district governor.
Second vice district governor. So he's the second in line. All right. And they are also accompanied by the now president of the Lions Club, Mr. Alvin Prescott. Good to have all of you in. I made a statement a little earlier, Mr. Prescott, about everyone probably know by now that the Lions Bingo is around the corner. What say you? You think so?
I would hope so.
You would hope so. And if
not, Lions Bingo is going to be held this Saturday. That is December 13th, at the Alice Convention Center. It's going to start at 8 o'clock sharp. Starting sharp, first game. And those are going to be open from 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So you can come in, grab a seat. The tickets are $15. Would get you one ticket and your entrance. When I mean ticket, I mean bingo card. Bingo card and entrance, and every additional bingo card once you enter is going to be $10.
Mr. President, you're not on the board, on the committee now.
No.
No wonder you're struggling to try.
No, not struggling. No, not struggling.
Oh, you are trying to be careful. Which of the two?
Trying to be careful. Make sure that everybody get the proper.
Mr. Second Vice President, why are you laughing?
We back you up, man.
When you have a good team,
yeah.
you don't worry.
Man.
You don't worry.
You have a live wire at the end. I'm talking about Nichelle, who came here to fill us in that, remind us that it was coming, and she wouldn't stop talking. She just had everything to belt out. And I knew if I had only tossed the first question to her, you would have never gotten a chance. Good afternoon, Nichelle. How are you?
Good afternoon, Wendell. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm not bad at all. It's good to have you. But concerning what I just tossed to the president regarding some people who still might not know that the bingo is coming up this Saturday.
Well, he said most of the information. However, whatever tickets that are currently on sale, it is once it's gone, it's gone. There will be no selling at the door. And extra bingo cards are $10. We urge everyone to reach at 6 o'clock, doors open, so that they can have their seats. Seating is you first come, first serve. So if you want the best seat in the house, I recommend you come early. We will have food on sale. We have our Leos who will also be selling some stuff. So we encourage those who attend to support our young youth wing, as they also raise some funds to do their initiatives and projects that are youth based and, continue. Also, too, if you see them during the weekend, they're also doing 'Tis the Season, where they're collecting non-perishables by the supermarket to give to families in need for the Christmas season. So we also encourage radio listeners to support our young people who are trying to make a difference in our community. The bingo has many prizes. This year we're doing a little bit of different. We want to be more interactive with our audience. So it's not just bingo, but Santa might be there. So giving out some little treats in the beginning of the door to all the kids who come along. We also like to make mention that if persons are bringing their children along, they will need to purchase a ticket as well, because again, the tickets are for the seating. So if you just purchase a ticket for yourself and your friend purchase and you're going to bring your kids, ensure that you purchase a ticket for your kids as well, as the tickets are for a seating arrangement. So if you think that, okay, I'm going to bring my kids, there will be no seat available for them if you do not have a ticket. And the price is $15 for kids as well.
Would they qualify for an additional bingo card?
It comes with a bingo card one time. So, but the children will have to also get their ticket as well if you're bringing your kids along. You cannot purchase your own ticket and say, I'm bringing my kids. It can't happen. So we encourage persons, purchase your tickets for your kids as well. And to come out, have fun, support. We will also be displaying some of our initiatives that we have been doing throughout the years so that persons can know the funds that were raised are going back towards the community to support any initiatives such as our hunger initiatives, our youth advocacy projects, our site projects, dental projects, the things that we want to ensure that we can continue to sustain throughout our community. I'm looking forward to a fun and interactive night. We have a lot of prizes in stores, such as airline tickets, the Santa's basket, cash prize, hotel stays, many vouchers. So come on out. Come, let's have fun and let's enjoy the moment with each other.
Mr. Second Vice President, second District Governor, Second Vice. Yeah, I'm just throwing in.
Second vice district. You could just call me Lion Davy. That's
Lion
fine.
Davy, good to have you.
Good being here.
Yeah,
Wendell.
with all these, I've had the privilege, I must add, to interview you guys on a regular basis. So this doesn't feel any restrained when it comes to, but all these projects that you pull off, and I believe you would still want to give the bingo one of the key projects that provide a lot of cash revenues for the Lions, you would agree?
Oh, yeah. First of all, Wendell, thank you for having us. As always, it's been, I think, about 6 or 7 years since I've been here, since I was president. So it's good to be back to join the younger ones in doing this interview. First, I would like to say, the bingo is called the Lion Wally Havertong Christmas Bingo Spectacular. It was an honor given to Lion Wally, our long-serving member of the club. He's in the club, if I'm correct, over 50 years now. And about 10 years ago, we aptly, he so deserved that title of being called, his name being attached to the bingo. So first and foremost, Lion Wally will be there, number one. He will call a few games. He's not that young anymore, but he's all excited to be there to start the night off with us. And we look forward to him being there, of course. The bingo is our biggest fundraiser. It has been a long-serving bingo, about almost 50 years as well. And it does the majority of the projects, and every single dollar that comes from the community goes back into the community. We have a range of, the persons buy tickets, that's one thing, but we also have to look at all the businesses that really support us, and they have been supporting us every single year. It's if you look at the list of businesses, it's really dynamic, across the board, and the majority of them always say yes. We know the good work that the Lions do. They see that the work that is being put into the community, it's impactful work that we do, and they definitely want to support the bingo. The other fundraiser that we have coming up later in the year, in 2026, is the car raffle that we regularly do as well. But the bingo is the biggest one. Yes, some people say yes. We used to keep it in the festival village. Used to be over 2,000 persons. Now it's about 1,000 at Ali's. But we like the small, intimate atmosphere of the Ali's. It's cozy. It is. We don't have to worry about the weather, and people have a lot of fun in there as well. So it is good that we have it, and I can tell you the club members are all geared up for it, ready to go, ready to help, and that night the Leos as well, and we want to put on a good bingo project for the community. So we want persons to have fun.
In terms of the contribution that is made by businesses, they are the ones who would put up some of the gifts that you don't necessarily have to pay for.
Correct.
Which would allow you to raise
Correct.
that kind of money.
Correct. The majority of our gifts that we get from the business is the overloaded Christmas baskets.
I see.
And that Christmas basket is overloaded. It's heavy, and it also includes a ham and a turkey as well too. So the majority of the gifts from the businesses, some donate cash as well, but the majority is from the businesses. And then we have a lot of businesses that want to just support with vouchers, give vouchers. We have a lot of those. So we have a lot of those as consolation prizes. If you don't win the main prize, you can always get a nice consolation prize. So you can't go wrong at all.
We also have raffles in between the call-ins, the bingo games. So you will also get a chance to win different prizes from raffles during that time.
And the biggest grand prize of the night is the $1,000 cash prize, which is the Santa bag. So everyone is always gearing for that as well. People love cash for Christmas, of course.
Who don't?
Of course.
Yeah. You, Mr. President, you are you're about halfway through your term at this point.
Yes.
You were all along for you to be president. No, you were all part of
The club.
what's going on.
Yeah.
And what do you make of what David just mentioned, the younger ones? Yeah, because you still look fresh in the face. So I could imagine that.
I would say, I don't think when he meant young in age, I think he's meant time in club. I've been in the club. Actually, I came in under his year, Lion Davies' year, about 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago I came in the club.
But you're not sporting any gray, so you're obviously younger than
some
David.
gray. I just pull them out.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're the new president now. So
Yeah,
what are some of the things that you have planned to do? Let's talk about that a little
Well,
bit.
we can talk about. Let's take a couple steps back. We talk about from the time I became president, the stuff that we did. This year, I've decided to mostly concentrate on humanitarian efforts and seniors and diabetes awareness, and a few projects that has to do with mental health. Again, it's for every president. There is key focuses within the Lion pillars that he or she would want to follow, and those are the ones that I choose to follow.
Do you think about that before you became president?
Yes.
Okay.
You think about, because like I said, I'm in a club for about 8 years, so I know. Okay, this is what I would have wanted to do if I would become president. And you could actually, and Davey, I didn't want to become president because I always say no, I didn't want to do it. No, I didn't want to do it. But when coming closer, when I was asked to become second vice president, then I took it a little more serious and I started to then plan out what I would want to do and what I would want to see. And for example, we had a day with the seniors um, a month ago, and it was very good. We partnered with two other organizations, senior organizations, and we gave them a day to remember. It started out as a tour, island tour, and then lunch, some games, and dancing, and everything like that. So different things like that. We also um, decorated the senior citizens home,
Okay.
St.Maarten home, um, 2 weeks ago, Saturday. That was something that was really good. And again, the bingo also plays a big role in inside of this because the money that we get to help out and to fund these type of projects comes from the majority of the funds come from the bingo. So that's why it's very important that you guys come out to support. Moving along, in January, we're going to have a what we call a Teach Me to Fish project. And this time we're going to twist it a little bit and more concentrate on diabetes awareness. So when I say Teach Me to Fish, we normally give baskets of food or bags of food um, to different families within the community. This year, what we're going to do, and next year, what we're going to do is concentrate mainly on stuff for diabetic patients, so that they can know, okay, on the island is quite expensive for food, but if you eat the right food, it will, prevent insulin spikes and different type of things like that. So we are going in that direction. Other projects that we have is mental health podcast for the younger ones to let them understand that they're not alone. Mental health is something out there and it's okay to talk about. Um, yeah, we have a lot of other projects out there that I want to do, but
Okay. What is like as president? Now you're president. Before you were playing less of a leading role. What is like giving back to the community? And actually, You're not paid for the service that the Lions Club give, right?
no,
Yeah.
no.
So
Everything is
giving back to the
voluntary.
community. What is like to you? How could you describe
It's
that?
it's humbling. It's a humbling feeling. When you go to a family or deliver a basket to a family or give a family a voucher or something like that, and you see the look on their face, it does something to you as an individual because you give back. Not everyone is fortunate to have the type of things that you have, the home that you have, the car that you have, but if you give something to them, it makes them feel a certain way, and it does something to them. It makes them think that, okay, I'm not alone, and that's what we're here as Lions. We're here to tell you you're not alone. We're gonna give you the necessary help as much as we can to make you feel better and moving along the way. You know.
How important it is then for folks to come out and support? And are you concerned any that because of the change of venue, and either one of you can address that, because of the change of venue, you might be limiting the amount of money that you might be able to bring in?
I would say not limiting. Our profits are a little more. The village have gotten quite expensive over the years, and even though it was a grander venue, which gave us more persons in, the cost for the village was very much weighing on us.
Oh, okay.
So we were doing a lot. We are able to do a lot more than now, than I should say. You know.
So, David, if you want to jump in there, it's a plus more than it is a minus, because when you look at the numbers, you would want to believe that probably because of the venue you might be able to bring more money in, but it's not quite that way for those people who might have the type of eyes that I have and looking at it that way.
To be honest with you, Wendell, it is an advantage for us to do it at a lease. Yes, the cost, as the club president said, is really more than double in doing it than by a lease. Yes, I know it's a little bit of a disappointment for persons when tickets are finished that they will not be able to get a ticket. So that's why we always tell people, buy your ticket early. Run by the Big D or any of our vendors, or get from the Lions. Try to get your ticket as early as possible, because when they're finished, they're finished. Right now, we know the place is sold out. It is sold out already, you know. So there are a few tickets still floating around, still available. People are holding on. Lions are holding on for others, but if they don't come and pick them up, they will be sold, you know. So we prefer Alice right now at this point. You know, it's like I said, it's much cozy, it's much more easier, manageable for the club as well, and it works out better for us. You know, and the profit, it definitely is there.
Okay.
You know, for sure. You know, so it's definitely worth the while.
All right. Young lady, if you don't mind, maybe you can, as we go to a break, maybe you can just remind folks of some of the goodies that might be available.
Yes, so the prices that we have available are airline tickets. We have the cash prize, which is the Santa's bag. And we have, as the Lion President says, we have raffles in between. There are interactions. So who knows, when you come in, maybe where you select yourself might be a lucky winner. We have many vouchers and our overloaded baskets, which I always recommend. You might need 2 or more persons to help you, because it's that heavy to carry when you pick it up. And just come on, have fun, and Santa will be there.
Santa will be there for the kids.
Even for the adults. You never know.
Santa have gifts for adults?
Yeah, man. A little treat, a little sweet treat. If you're nice. If you're naughty, I don't know. I can't help you with that one.
All right, folks, just give me a few seconds. Let me take a quick break. I'm here with members from the Lions Club and Leo, of course, the younger ones, who are here to let you know that this weekend, of course, is the time for Lion Wally Harberton Christmas Bingo Extravaganza. Spectacular.
Yes.
Yeah, either way.
Because it's spectacular.
Because it's spectacular.
Correct.
And I like to give a shout out to my boy Wally Haverton if he's listening. I'm sure he is. We miss you. Anybody bingo?
Nobody
bingo.
Oh my goodness, that's how you sound? You ready for that? Let me take a break quickly, and when we come back, we'll wrap up the conversation and, of course, fill you in on some other things that the Lions are busy with here in our community. We'll be right back. Yep. Okay, welcome back to our conversation today. We're here with members from the Lions Club. I'm here with Lion Davy Woods, along with now President Alvin Prescott. Lion President Alvin Prescott, along with Nichelle Smith, who is Leo Lyon's chair of the fundraising committee. They're all here filling us in on what to expect this weekend. So, in my view, I think a lot of people know all about the bingo already, but just in case that you're hearing this for the first time, you may not be guaranteed a seat at this point, because according to Lion Davy, they're supposed to be filled. But of course, so that you don't miss it and miss some of the goodies that you would be able to win. Just a reminder that the tickets are $15 and it comes with a bingo card. And if you want additional bingo card, I think that is important, because I know many people who plays bingo like to play a series of cards. You can get as many cards as you want, as you can play rather. And it's a way of supporting the Lions Club and what they're doing. Line President, I took note of what you said. Some of your one of your signature projects, and I was a little bit concerned about one of them, which is the mental health issue. And I know that mental health, some people don't even think they have a problem with mental health. It's kind of broad, and all of us have mental health issues. The way we manage it is the only difference. How you plan to pull this one off? What are some of the things that you'll be doing?
Well, everything's going to be digital. And it's going to be just a conversation with a professional with regards to mental health topics. I plan to have 3 podcasts, one a week. Planning on airing it in February live. And it's just simple as is. It's just a lion and another individual talking to a mental health professional, just as a conversation. You know, getting, because
so we're doing more of an awareness too, as
awareness,
well.
yes, just
and how you can deal with it and manage it.
Yes, I don't look at, I don't want to look at it like as something as how you say, for them to give specific advice on any particular thing.
Okay.
It's just a conversation. Because it's daily, it's stuff that you go through daily. Like, you're coming home from work, how do you feel, how not to feel, how to address your significant other, you know, different type of things to not heighten your frustration, so that you can bring it out to somebody else, you know. Better to manage your mental state. That is what the whole conversation is going to be.
This is a little bit different than what their past president would do, because it you know, like Lion Davy, you had the issue with the side project was yours, was it?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And that touched the lives of people a different way. Yeah, you're more.
No. That is one of the projects. My signature project this year is a combination of the site project and the dental project.
Okay.
So I'm doing a combination of the two as my signature project. Lion Davy, in his year, had a very big site project. But this time what I want to do is I want to have it a little smaller, more concentrated, and put a dental factor inside of there as well.
No, but I just find that what you were doing along with the mental, what do you call it? Mental health is also something that needs to be addressed.
But
and if you can find ways to heighten that awareness.
Agreed. But it's just not, we're not just concentrating on one particular project. Like, there's different projects that the Lions do over the years, and not only as me as president, but I can take note as from Lion Davy's year. He had at least 6 or 7 projects that was really impactful. You know, one of them, and that's what actually gained my interest in wanting to do projects, was the Rudy Hoof health fair.
Okay.
We haven't done that health fair for a while, but
I was just gonna ask.
But
how come?
hopefully the next president or the president after will pick it up from there. But in Lion Davy's year, I was the vice chair of the committee.
Okay.
And it really sparked my interest in Lionism.
So what has happened to that, Lion Davy? You scale it down a little bit, and is there a possibility that you might just bring it back to the fore? Because, boy, it helped me as well, because I learned some stuff that I didn't even know. I didn't even know the back of my eyes have health issues, whether it's bad or good and that kind of stuff. You don't know this.
You're talking about the Vision Project.
Yeah.
Yes. Two quick things. The president stated about the mental health. I want to say, Lions Club International, it's a global organization. 1.4 million persons help serve around the world. And for the last few years, mental health has come to the forefront from the head organization, encouraging clubs to really focus on projects related to mental health awareness. Yes, vision is still there. We always do the environment, diabetes, hunger, cancer awareness, those youth advocacy. We do those type of things, but mental health the last 2 years has really been sailing to the top, where a lot of clubs are really promoting it, and we see the need for it. Years ago, mental health was a little bit of a taboo.
Yeah.
And but now people are more speaking openly about it. I could tell you, I had a friend a few months ago. We just said, let me take a drive and have a drink, and when the guy told me he ended up at the Mental Health Foundation, I was shocked, because he's just a normal guy. You would never think, but he had some serious things going on in his life that he couldn't handle anymore, and he ended up seeking help. So it is something that we really need to promote, the awareness, have the professionals talk about it, because it is a major concern for a lot of us.
Like the president said, I just want to underscore that, just mentioned about having a conversation. Sometimes it's just to talk.
Correct. That's correct.
And sometimes it's just to talk, and you're able to manage what you're feeling, because you now understand where it came from and what is causing.
That is why the president is doing this. Earlier in the year, we had a regional discussion about it, where we had the director of the Mental Health Foundation. He gave a presentation to Lions about it, and it was a real eye-opener. And we realized that it is a serious thing that is going on. So we are happy to at least participate, raise the awareness of it, and take it from there.
Yeah. Mr. President, would you mind sharing when exactly these podcasts would be aired, so that some people might be
For now, I can't give you the exact date. I'm going to say we're planning on starting in February, having 3 podcasts in February. The date, I don't know yet.
But you're working on the logistics to be able to make it happen. I think it's something that is really need addressing, and when you have service club doing this volunteer work and find projects that address these things, it does show how important it is for us to have these service clubs continue to do their part as a village.
Yeah, we're here for the community. That's how we have to look at it. We're here for the community, not only giving them stuff physically, but also mentally as well.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do everything.
What about other forms of raising funds, Mr. Woods? Maybe you can deal with that, because as one who's spread out and reminds us about the total amount of people throughout the world that is involved in this, there surely got to be other ways of raising funds.
Yeah. Like we said, bingo is the biggest one. We also have the car raffle that's coming up it's going to be a Father's Day raffle. We have a beautiful 2026 car that we're coming out with, and it will be announced at the bingo as well. We're hoping to do that. We also are always, we don't have to promote our fundraising. Persons can donate to us if they want to give back to the Lions Club. If a business wants to help, we gladly provide our bank account number, and they can always give to our club, and the money will be put to use in the community. Some of the money will stay in this club president's year, of course, but some of it will also go to the next club president, which is Lion Elton Richardson, who's the first vice president of the club. So it's kind of shared between the 2 years, basically. So the public just needs to be assured that their funds that they help the club with will be put to good use. That's most definite.
You ever get tired of doing volunteer work like this?
No, actually not. I've been in it for what 17 plus years, almost 18 years. It always feels good to give back. It's I was introduced to it by Mr. Paul Marshall, Lion Paul Marshall, basically, and it has always. I was like him. I didn't want to be president
I
either.
know.
I never wanted to be president, but it is best that everyone gets an opportunity to bring their leadership skills into the club, and that is what I did. I went through the ranks, did a lot, and now I have a different position. Although I always try to help the club as best as I can. I am more on the district level now, where like you said, I'm second vice district governor. So I am preparing for that in 2027, 2028. But
That requires travel.
that requires a lot of travel because I have to visit every single club, 60 clubs, Lions clubs in the district, and then we have another 50 plus Leo clubs. So that's a lot of traveling.
You mind breaking down the district for those persons who don't understand
district-
what region that is? Because
We are in District 60B. We are part of multiple District 60. Multiple District 60 comprises of Suriname, Guyana, and Trinidad. And then we have District 60B, which we were a part of, that runs from Cayman Islands in the west, coming all the way down to all the English-speaking Caribbean islands, down to Grenada. So it is about 60 clubs. It's then broken down in 4 zones. We are in Region 2 and Zone 2B, which comprises of St.Maarten, Anguilla, Saba, and St. Eustatius. So the district is about 2,000 persons. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot to do, and I am already preparing myself for all the work that I have to do as a district governor in another year and a half, which is a lot, But I've started training. I did 2 training sessions already. Lions International is one of those organizations that really prepares you also. So if you follow the preparation aspect of it, you will be fine, And then I always say you need the great support from your club, and my club, St.Maarten Lions Club, and the wider district has definitely supported me, so I can't complain at all.
let me bring Michelle in here as we try to button up this conversation a little bit. Surely, you have ways of being able to generate interest in the club to have new members, and that do you have anything you can say towards that? Because
I can. So I was also afforded opportunities within international. I have served on international as a Leo advisory panel. I was also given opportunities to travel. So I have been to Boston. I have been to Canada in Montreal. I have also been in California. And it helps with the networking opportunities. Any person who is interested and in joining the Lions, if you're the age of 30 and up, I always welcome persons to come and join. And if you're not ready to commit, you can also be friends of the Lions. While I have not served long within my journey, I have accomplished a lot because I've had great interaction and support from other Lions within the district and the multiple district who are always ready to assist and guide and mentor young adults like myself, because Lions International wants to cater to everyone and open those who are willing to volunteer. I've always had a passion to serve. I've always been in organizations since I was in high school that had advocacy part in it, that had projects that were geared towards developing leadership. And not only leadership, if you just want to be in the background and help, there are opportunities to help and make projects. It's just about a team and working together as a team to serve. And you can also develop yourself. So if anyone is interested, you have opportunities to meet people from around the world. It's not just within the St. Martin's Lions Club. And I have friends all over Germany, Greece, America, the different Caribbean regions, and we all stay connected. And it gives
They're
you
all part of the Lions.
yes, they're all part of the Lions organization. And I came from the Leo's Club, so it gave me a different aspect. That's why you hear Leo Lion, because I decided to transition where it offered me leadership training. I have done faculty development, so I can give training courses to Lions. And I also did guiding Lions, where I learned to mentor as well as also assist where I can. So it's not only helped me on a service level, but also on a professional level, because I had stage fright. I never thought I would do public speaking like this. And now I can speak, and sometimes it comes natural. The wealth of information you get and how you can grow, it's something that no money can buy. And I enjoy it every day, where I get to travel and experience conventions and interact with different persons and learn from their experiences and move forward. So if anyone is interested, you can always come to someone that you know serving in Alliance to give you tips. If you're not ready to commit, you can always be a friend of the Alliance. So if you ever see us with projects, like even the bingo, you can help around, because the more hands, the merrier. And we are looking for anyone who has the same like-minded capabilities of coming. You don't have to be, someone of stature. If you are willing to serve, you can come. We're more than welcome, because we are about serving our community. And the more hands, the more we can serve, the more we can help. And with these times that we have seen, our community needs us more than ever. And it takes a lot, but I wouldn't change it, because it has shaped me to who I am. The good, the bad, the ugly, and it's just something that I enjoy doing, and I keep growing. There's opportunities are endless, and it's not just on local level. You can go international within the district. It is possible, and Lions International does support, especially Leo Lions, because we get scholarships to do youth exchanges, trainings, and get the experience, because they see where developing us will continue, because actually the mental health came from Leo's reporting those projects. Okay. And with that, Lions International recognized that mental health is something that should be a pillar. And that's because of Leo's actually doing projects that were centered around that. And it just kept growing and growing. And now Lions are encouraged to do more projects. And just to add that we also could get funding to assist to reach more hands. We have the LCIF Foundation, where Lions, we personally donate. And our clubs can also apply for these type of grants to afford us more reach, and to give us the possibilities to do more bigger site projects, more bigger hunger projects, even create a more bigger mental health awareness campaign, diabetes, and the opportunities are endless. The need is growing, and we just have to try our best to help any way possible.
All right, Mr. President, let me wrap it up with you, because I believe I know a little bit of you, and I just wanted to know if you can identify the transition. How much of that changed you anyway? Because I know you to be very focused and concentrating on getting whatever you're doing, whatever you're good at. But this is something very different. And can you identify how it changed anything about you?
I don't quite understand the question.
Well, I'm wondering if Mr. Alvin Prescott, that I know, has changed any now that he is the president of the Lions Club, and maybe in a certain area. I never knew that Lion Nichelle says she was a little shy too. I mean, Davy, I know Davy too as well. I mean, he didn't care about being out front at all.
Well, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I don't.
So I wanted to know if you can identify any change in the transition for you to become president. Do you understand the question now, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
I have always been the one in the back. Okay. I look at my board, my executive board. We call him in the club. We call him daily board. I look at it like we're the A team. Okay. I am more of a Hannibal Lecter. I am the one that identifies the problem, fixes the problem, go towards the problem. I have my secretary who I look at as face because she is smooth, she handles problems. And then I have my treasurer that I look at as behavior rockers because she is, when it comes to getting the funds inside there and managing
but you're
it.
the president.
I know, but I'm
Have to
getting there now.
represent.
I'm getting there now. Usually, well, the me that you know, I am a go-getter. I'm a go-getter. I'm business minded, and working with the club, especially now, like I told you, it's a humbling feeling. I'm not accustomed of being in the limelight. I'm always in the back end. I'm always the person in behind that makes the deals, sit whatever has to be done, and goes and have a team execute. You know, it's a lot different now. You know you're in the camera.
Yeah.
And you see you're smiling, so you know that is not something I like to do.
Yeah.
But like Leoline
But
Michelle
that
said,
transition is good though.
it's a transition. I'm not a talker, and you see I'm here talking. It's something that you don't think that you are until you're faced with it.
You
and
realize
then
that you can.
realize you can.
Okay.
And that is what the club did to me over the years, and that is what this presidency has done to me.
That's all I'm asking for.
Yes.
All right, I want to thank you for keeping my company today. I really did appreciate the fact that I have you all in. More so, there's not much more we can do about the bingo. You're going to get a bumper crowd. Just hope that it's successful and everything work out well.
Well, we're going to speak it into existence. We ain't saying hope. It's going to be successful.
Okay, it's going to be successful. So then, why did you come here to talk about it?
No. To let everybody, like what you said, to let the persons that don't know about it
No,
know
that is
about
happening.
it. Correct.
All right. Mr. Alvin Prescott, now president, along with Mr. David Woods and Nichelle Smith, who is across the board. Let me show you her face. Yeah, there she is. Thank you for spending some time with us here on Viewpoint. It's always a pleasure having you. We're going to have to wrap it up now and go to the newsroom. So, again, thank you for coming in and sharing with us.
Thank you for being here.
That's how we are going to end it today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow. An invitation is extended for you to join us then. In the meantime, you take care of yourself. Enjoy what's left of your Tuesday. Goodbye.